Coming up tonight on 18 Eyewitness News.
St. Francis County Commissioners continue to look at moving to first-class status. Also, 2 people are under arrest after a body was found in DeSoto on Wednesday. Plus, an earthquake preparedness seminar is set for Monday in Piedmont. All of these stories, and will our weekend be wet or dry?
News, sports, weather. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins. The top story we're working on right now, St. Francis County Commissioners are continuing to look at the various aspects of moving to first-class status. An attorney for the Missouri Association of Counties, Ivan Schrader, cleared up a number of issues at Thursday night's second meeting on that issue. Schrader said there is nothing in the first-class status where county commissioners' salaries would be increased or that post-commissioners would become full-time. Presiding County Commissioner Dr. David Kremp says commissioners chose to learn about the first-class status in detail with the public.
Third option, the one we chose, is to have an open forum, have a committee formed, have public meetings at night, invite the public in, and to learn the thing together in that open forum, which I believe is how that democracy thing is supposed to work.
The Commission's final meeting on the issue will be next Thursday with Gerald Jones, who was the presiding commissioner of Cape County when it transitioned from second to first class. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here in the 18 Eyewitness News Center. We're going to take a look at the forecast coming up. Dustin?
Well, Fred, currently right now in southeast Missouri, temperatures on the mild side, 46 right now in St. Louis, 49 in Ironton. Right now here in Farmington, 48, 46 in Fredericktown. Marble Hill right now at 49 as well as in Cape Girardeau. So this evening we'll see temperatures continue to remain in the 40s, 46 under a partly cloudy sky at 7 p.m., 44 by 9, and 42 with a light variable wind at midnight. What's in store for your weekend? I'll give you all those details coming up later in weather.
2 people are under arrest after a man's body was found Wednesday night in DeSoto. The body was wrapped in a carpet pad and blue tarp in the bed of a pickup truck parked in the 5400 block of Morse Avenue. Police were investigating a missing person when they received a description matching the victim's vehicle. The suspects, a man and a woman, have not yet been charged. Authorities believe the victim is a Hillsborough man missing since Saturday, but are awaiting confirmation from the medical examiner. A spokesperson for the Jefferson County Prosecutor's Office says specific charges may not be filed for a couple of weeks until the investigation is concluded. A Leadwood man will face a preliminary hearing in circuit court on murder charges in March. 27-year-old Jason Roberts is charged with second-degree murder in connection with a Christmas Eve beating that left Michael Circlum of Bismarck dead. Roberts' March 15th hearing before Associate Circuit Judge Wendy Wexler Horn will determine the date of his preliminary exam on those charges. Now, according to the probable cause statement, witnesses observed Roberts beating and kicking Circlum, who died 4 days later due to closed head trauma. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, the Piedmont AARP is featuring a Earthquake Preparedness Week next week. We'll have that story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News. The Piedmont AARP is sponsoring an earthquake preparedness seminar on Monday. The workshop is being presented by the Central U.S. Earthquake Consortium in partnership with Missouri's Emergency Management Agency and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. AARP Program Coordinator Minnie May talks about the topics covered in this seminar.
They're going to tell you how to prepare your house for the earthquake, the contents of your house, and how to help, reduce the losses in case of earthquake. They'll also tell about all the earthquakes that have been in this area in this last year.
According to the agencies, there have been more than 500 earthquakes in the central U.S. in the last 4 years. The Earthquake Preparedness Seminar will be held Monday morning at 11 at the AARP building on Highway 34 in Piedmont. The seminar is free and open to the public. An Iron County man is facing 6 counts of possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute. 51-year-old Gregory Pippin of Pilot Knob was arraigned earlier this week on those charges. According to the probable cause statement, confidential informants were able to purchase marijuana from Pippin 6 times in May and June of last year. Iron County Associate Circuit Judge Randall Head has refused himself from the case, so Pippin's next court date will be set when a new judge is appointed. The former head football coach at Poplar Bluff High School is facing a March hearing on charges of burglary and stealing. 38-year-old Shane Kirby is charged with felony stealing for allegedly taking $1,100 in checks and cash from a football fundraising account from August to October of 2010. He's also charged with first-degree burglary for allegedly breaking into the home of a former girlfriend back in June. Kirby has a preliminary hearing March 16th before Judge John Bloodworth in Poplar Bluff. Now, Kirby resigned as the Mules head coach in November of 2010. Well, still to come in today's Your Health segment on 18 Eyewitness News, mere months from possibly losing a leg to amputation, a man makes a remarkable recovery. How doctors are harvesting and using his own stem cells to treat him. And Dustin Kopp is making a last-minute check of our Storm Tracker 18 forecast, which is coming up next on 18 Eyewitness News.
And welcome back as we head into your weekend. Clouds are going to make a quick appearance for your Saturday, but as soon as they're here, they're going to be gone for your Sunday. It's going to be very sunny throughout southeast Missouri, but it's going to be cooler than it was on Saturday. And then on Monday, we're warming back up again. Right now here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the 40s, 49 in Marble Hill and Cape Girardeau, 46 in Fredericktown, Piedmont right now at 47, as well as in Rolla and Van Buren. Factor in the wind, there's really not much of a wind chill right now. 43 up in St. Louis, 49 in Ironton, 47 in Piedmont, Poplar Bluff right now at 48. Currently here at the station, we have a temperature of 48 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. It feels like 48, so not really much of a wind chill right now. South wind at 6 miles per hour, humidity right now at 55%. So your forecast for your Saturday, we're going to be under a cloudy sky. There is some rain trying to push its way into Missouri. That's going to scoot off down to our south of Missouri into Arkansas and Kentucky and Tennessee. We shouldn't see any rain here in southeast Missouri. It's going to be well to the south. So tonight, forecast lows, we'll see temperatures on the mild side for this time of year, 35 in St. Louis, as well as here in Farmington and Fredericktown, 36 in Piedmont, Ironton low of 37, 36 in Ellington. Tonight we'll see a low around 35 with partly cloudy sky, light to variable winds. Tomorrow, temperatures are going to be on the nice side, 49, but we're going to see mostly cloudy skies. North wind 5 to 10. As we head into the next several days, it's going to look like a roller coaster in temperatures. We're going to see a high of 41 on Sunday with mostly sunny sky. Mostly sunny skies continue on Monday, but warmer with a high of 48. 55 on Monday, 48 on Monday, but then 55 on Tuesday, and we'll see that rain move back in the forecast. 58 and partly sunny on Wednesday. Thursday, partly to mostly sunny skies, high of 56, 52, and partly sunny next Friday. Here's a check of your weekend forecast once more as we head through your Saturday. Mostly cloudy sky, high of 49, low of 30, 41 on Sunday with mostly sunny skies. That's a check of your Storm Tracker weather forecast. Fred, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Dustin. And now Don Arnold is here in the studios with tonight's Your Health. Don?
It's estimated some 8 million Americans suffer from peripheral arterial disease, which slowly cuts off blood flow to the lower part of the legs. This condition, also known as PAD, is so devastating that some people will lose a leg to amputation because of it. But doctors are now testing a new way to treat these patients, not with a breakthrough medicine or surgical techniques, but with the patient's own stem cells. With details, here's Clark Powell.
Not long ago, Chuck Schreckengoss thought this might be the last season he could fish with his grandson. Chuck has peripheral arterial disease, or PAD, and in 25 years says he has undergone at least 25 bypass surgeries just to keep the blood flowing to his lower legs.
And at the point right now, I can't have any more bypasses. There's just been so many bypasses done. They can't do any more.
Like thousands of other patients in the same boat, Chuck was running out of options and quickly coming to terms with a terrifying reality.
And 150,000 people a year in the United States have to undergo amputation because of this condition. It's a result of blocked blood flow, blocked arteries, feeding to the legs.
So Dr. Michael Goh and a team of researchers at Ohio State University Medical Center are trying a new approach. It's a therapy that could have a huge impact on Chuck's life. And to see if it works, doctors keep a close eye on a small sore on his foot.
One of the new ideas that we are investigating is the use of a patient's own stem cells to stimulate the growth of new healthy blood vessels. We harvest stem cells from the patient's bone marrow. We isolate and purify them, and then we inject them into the affected limb.
And if the treatment works, webs of new vessels grow around the blockage and blood once again flows to the lower legs. After only a few weeks, the evidence that it worked on Chuck became obvious.
Before I had the stem cell injections, I had a sore that came on my big toe, and it's pretty much all healed up now.
Thanks to a novel approach of using a patient's own stem cells in an attempt to literally save life and limb. At Ohio State University Medical Center, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Doctors say surgery becomes less effective or simply isn't an option for about half of all patients with PAD. Researchers at Ohio State University are only a few months into the stem cell research, but already they're seeing encouraging results that could one day help millions of patients.
Coming up in today's Your Life segment, many relationships start like a fairy tale romance, but what do you do when reality writes another story? Dr. Bill Meyer has some suggestions in today's Focus on the Family.
And coming up in sports, I'll have a review and a preview of high school basketball action. The Blues find their offense against the Islanders last night, and almost all the Cardinal pitchers are already at spring training. These stories and more coming up in sports on 18 Eyewitness News.
This is 18 Eyewitness News, Sports.
In the girls' semifinals last night at the Black River League Tournament, number 1 seed Lesterville defeated South Iron 54-38, and number 2 seed Clearwater barely survived Van Buren 49-48. So Lesterville and Clearwater will play for the girls' championship tomorrow night at 6:30. Coming up tonight in boys action from the tournament, the first semifinal at 6:30 will feature number 1 seed South Iron and number 4 seed Van Buren. And in the second semifinal, number 2 seed Winona will battle 3 seed Clearwater at 8 o'clock. Those two semifinals can be heard tonight on 104.9 KPWB, as well as the boys and the girls' third place and championship games coming up tomorrow. And other girls' scores from last night, Jackson bested Meadow Heights 41-32, Central over Hillsboro 56-37, Arcadia Valley 72, Fredericktown 57, Bismarck fell to North County 52-42, St. Pius down Valley Catholic 49-27, St. Genevieve no problem with Festus 51-23, and Potosi over Valley Caledonia 65-40. In boys action last night, Fredericktown defeated St. Vincent 74-42, Valley Caledonia falls to Potosi 77-52, and Valley Catholic downed Grandview 71-56. Alex Petrangelo and the St. Louis Blues were eager to get back to work last night after a loss Tuesday night in Columbus. Petrangelo picked up 3 assists in a 5-1 victory over the Islanders last night at the Scott Trade Center. TJ Oshie also had a goal and an assist as he and Petrangelo tied the career highs for points in a game. Cardinal pitchers aren't waiting until the last minute to get to Florida. 2 days before pitchers and catchers are scheduled to report to camp, and 3 days before the first official workout of spring training, the Cardinals almost had a full armory of arms throw-in on Thursday. With Kyle Loesch in town earlier than expected, all 5 of the Cardinals starters have reported. Reliever Mitchell Boggs made his first appearance of spring on Thursday morning, leaving the bullpen only a few arms shy of full occupancy. 7 pitchers threw complete bullpen sessions, with manager Mike Matheny watching from behind the mound for the first time. Starter Adam Wainwright faced batters in his last live batting practice session before spring training officially begins. And if it's February, Tony La Russa is going to be in Florida, but not where you would think. According to MLB.com, the former Cardinals manager will spend spring training with the Detroit Tigers and old friends Jim Leland and Dave Dombrowski in a non-official, non-uniformed capacity. Leland, the Tigers manager, confirmed La Russa's plans when he arrived Thursday for camp in Lakeland, Florida. MLB.com also reports La Russa's time with Dombrowski, the Tigers president and general manager, could help him decide whether to pursue a front office role somewhere. And that's a look at sports. We'll be back with tonight's Your Live segment right after this on 18 Eyewitness News.
We all know when a couple is dating, it's all roses and romance, right? Well, not if the couple is getting serious, as Dr. Bill Meyer explains in today's Focus on the Family.
For the first couple months, it's great and everything, but then you start getting into reality of, okay, this, you start seeing each other's flaws and, right?
Yeah. So it's only great for the first couple months?
Newlyweds Aaron and Chelsea are talking about when they first began dating and how a serious relationship can run into conflict fairly early.
We argued quite a bit. If you go into a relationship and you never argue, you never have disagreements, one of the individuals in the relationship is being a doormat for the other.
People say, we've never fought before, we've never had a conflict, and then they're going into marriage. That's a scary thing, because they're going to hit that someday. That's just reality.
It's reality, but it doesn't have to be all negative.
It's important to see the other person, how they handle conflict. Maybe they like to make everybody happy, and then they explode to the point that they can become abusive.
Working through conflict at the dating stage helps us to see ourselves more clearly, too.
Like, maybe I am selfish, or maybe I am stubborn, or you learn these things about yourself and then you try and change.
I learned flaws that I had that I could fix before coming into the marriage, and vice versa for Chelsea.
The key to making these improvements is communication.
For us, it was just sitting there, no matter what time it was at night, was hashing it out, talking about, saying, here's how you hurt me, here's what you did, and then, okay, your turn. How did I hurt you? What did I do?
Of course, not every dating relationship is destined for the altar, and some conflicts at this stage are red flags that indicate a couple shouldn't move forward into marriage. But there are other couples who simply give up too easily.
If it's someone you truly love and you can honestly see yourself spending the rest of your life with them, there's not enough to keep you from pursuing it and making it better.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
If you'd like more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, you can visit FocusOnTheFamilyTV.com. Today's plugged-in movie review looks at the new movie Secret World.
Ariete, make sure you hold on tight.
Papa, did you see that?
That's my girl.
In the movie The Secret World of Ariete, there's something tiptoeing around beneath Aunt Jessica's floorboards. But they're nothing to be afraid of. They're just the borrowers, a family of little people who survive by borrowing tiny bits of stuff that Aunt Jessica will never miss. Discarded crackers, spilled sugar, and misplaced hat pins are a borrower's treasure. They gather their bounty a little at a time and always in secret. You must never let anyone see you, the borrower parents warn their young daughter Ariete. For otherwise, a human's curiosity will get the best of them. And that could mean the end of a borrower's existence.
We've been seen, and borrowers aren't supposed to be seen.
But in spite of this warning, the adventurous girl is soon discovered by Sean, a sickly 12-year-old boy who has come to live with his aunt. He's so nice and kind and gentle. Could it be possible that a friendship might blossom between a giant human and a teeny borrower? Or has Ariete just opened the door to disaster? Based on a 1953 children's book, this Japanese-style animation is full of fun characters and all the colors of the rainbow. It's a slowly paced charmer that delivers warm takes on the love of family and the importance of friendship and kindness. There are a few tense moments of giant animal peril, but your little ones will leave with their imaginations sweetly tickled. I'm giving The Secret World of Arrietty 5 sugar cubes out of 5 for family friendliness. For an in-depth review on this film or reviews of anything else playing at your local theater, visit us at PluggedIn.com. Plugging you into the movies, I'm Cheryl Wilhelmy for Focus on the Family's Plugged In Movie Review.
Now you can find reviews of other current movies, DVD releases, as well as music, games, and TV shows at PluggedIn.com. It has been a long week, and I, for one, am looking for a little relaxation this weekend here in the Heartland. What can we expect for weather, Dustin Kopp?
I'm looking for a lot of relaxation this weekend. It's been definitely a long week. Here in southeast Missouri this weekend, we're going to see clouds in the area on your Saturday. It's going to be a mostly cloudy day, and then on Sunday, we're going to start seeing the sunshine make a return. Yesterday, we were talking about full sunshine the entire weekend, but we've got a little bit of a system moving through, bringing us some clouds. So.
No snow, though.
No snow.
No ice.
No snow. There is a chance for late Saturday night into Sunday morning of some moisture down to the south, maybe into Arkansas and Tennessee and that type of thing. But it shouldn't be a problem here in our area.
All right, very good. Should be a great-looking weekend. Folks, thanks for joining us. We'll be back again with more news, sports, and weather here on 18 Eyewitness News. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you and your family, and good night.
Good night, everybody. Newswatch is next.